Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at one of the absolute biggest, most urgent shifts happening in tech right now. We're totally moving away from those static AI tools. You know, the simple chatbots where you just type a question and get an answer. Instead, we're heading straight toward fully autonomous AI agents. We're going to break down exactly what that means in plain English, how it's going to totally reshape New Zealand businesses, and most importantly, how you can actually keep control of these incredibly powerful new systems.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Have you noticed that while literally everyone is talking about AI, a ton of business deployments are failing to move past the proof of concept phase? They just get stuck. I mean, they work perfectly in a little test lab, but the second it's time to unleash them into the real world, business leaders totally freeze up. And honestly, it makes sense. The security risks and that sudden feeling of losing control become very, very real.
To understand why this is such a massive deal, just look at this prediction from Gartner. They say the average Fortune 500 company is going to be operating over 150,000 AI agents by 2028. To explain this as simply as possible, imagine you run a local Kiwi business. Maybe you've got a logistics company or an online retail store, and right now you have a great team of human employees. Now imagine suddenly hiring 150,000 invisible, lightning-fast digital workers who can actually make decisions on their own. If you don't have a strict set of rules, basically a digital boss to manage them, it would be total chaos. And preventing that chaos is exactly what we're talking about today.
Here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start by officially meeting these AI agents. Then, we'll look at the coming sprawl, the brand new dangers they bring, and the ultimate solution, building an AI control plane. Finally, we'll run through the governance playbook and talk about how to scale your AI safely.
Section 1. Meet the AI agents. Let's look beyond those simple chatbots. So these new AI agents have capabilities that genuinely mimic a human worker. They've got real-world perception, which means they can gather and interpret data as things change around them. They use something called agentic reasoning to actually make autonomous decisions. They can run complex multi-step workflows without a human ever pressing a button. And the real kicker? Tool calling. That means they can log into your databases, send emails, or even move files around. Think about it like giving a super smart 10-year-old total access to your company's bank accounts and email servers. They might mean well, but you absolutely need to supervise what buttons they're pressing.
This beautifully illustrates how those exact pillars, reasoning, perception, tool calling, and workflows all come together. This level of autonomy is absolutely incredible for getting things done faster, but it is exactly why the old rules of managing your company's software just don't cut it anymore.
Section 2. The coming agent sprawl and why they are multiplying so fast.
Check this out. 98% of organizations report unsanctioned shadow AI use. Basically, that means employees are secretly spinning up AI agents to help with their daily work, and the boss has absolutely no idea it's happening. Yet only 37% of places actually have formal rules about it. In a New Zealand business context, this means your sensitive customer data or even your company's secret Kiwi recipes could be floating around in random third-party AI tools right now without any oversight at all.
And the clock is ticking fast. We went from a handful of little experiments in 2024 to a very strict global timeline. By August 2026, the EU AI Act deadline hits for high-risk systems. Now you might be thinking, hey, I'm in New Zealand. Why does the EU matter to me? Well, if you export software, offer services, or handle any data for European clients, this hits you directly. And by 2028, we hit that massive 150,000 agent mark. The time to get your house in order is literally right now.
Section 3. New agents, new dangers. Let's talk about the operational risks.
Now, what's really interesting here is the contrast. Classical AI governance was mostly about making sure the AI wasn't biased, making sure it was fair, and protecting data privacy. But agent-specific governance? That completely shifts the focus to controlling erratic behavior and stopping dangerous actions. Because these agents can actually act on their own, the danger isn't just getting a slightly wrong answer on your screen. The danger is the agent taking a bad action deep inside your actual business systems.
Google DeepMind's research team came up with this concept called the security mindset. They say you have to treat a rogue AI agent exactly like a malicious or careless human employee, an insider threat. If an agent has access to your systems, it could permanently destroy things, like accidentally deleting your entire customer database. It could leak your secret business ideas. And because it's just software, it can make these mistakes at superhuman speeds, causing a massive mess across your network before a human even blinks.
Section 4. Building an AI control plane to tame all this chaos.
To make this super clear for the tech folks out there, let's look at history. Back in 2016, developers had this huge problem called container sprawl. Too many pieces of software running everywhere, and they invented a tool called Kubernetes to tame it. Well, history is repeating itself. By 2026, we are going to have AI agent sprawl, and the master system that's going to tame it is called the AI control plane.
So what does this control plane actually do? Think of it as the ultimate, unbeatable bouncer for your business. It stands right between your AI agents and your precious company data. Before an AI agent is allowed to do anything, the control plane checks its ID, enforces the company rules, limits what it can touch, and writes down a permanent, unchangeable record of exactly what the agent did. It decides what the AI can do before it ever makes a move.
Section 5. The Governance Playbook and How to Actually Implement These Standards. DeepMind has this fantastic framework to help us out. Think of it like this. If you have a slow, basic digital worker that can't really do much harm, you just need a simple alarm bell that rings later on if something looks weird. That's R1. But as your digital workers get smarter and faster, moving up to R2 and R3, you need real-time, live defenses. You might even require multiple humans to approve an action before the agent is allowed to do anything risky. Basically, your defenses have to level up as your agents get smarter.
To put this into practice, we look to the NIST AI Risk Management Framework. It's 4 really simple steps: govern, map, measure, and manage. You set the rules, figure out where your agents are working, measure if you can trust them, and then manage them with live monitoring. Because honestly, having a human check a spreadsheet of logs once a month is totally going to fail when your AI is taking hundreds of actions every single minute. You absolutely need automated management.
And let's see how this builds out in a live operational environment. Notice the real-time alerting for unauthorized actions and the specific KPIs that track how often things crash. If an agent tries to snoop into data it shouldn't, an exception log is created instantly. This right here is what a fully functioning AI control plane actually looks like when it's up and running.
Section 6. Scaling AI with confidence. Let's make governance your biggest enabler. This quote from Zenso really grounds all this tech talk into a stark, real-world reality check. Whether you run a business in Auckland, Wellington, or anywhere else, you must ask your tech vendors these questions. Where does our data go? Who holds it? What is the AI permitted to do once it is inside? If your vendor just shrugs or shows you some vague drawing of a cloud, you need to walk away. You need a governed system that strictly keeps your business data under your rules.
Because when you get this right, the payoff is absolutely huge. Organizations that use third-party governance tools and control planes report getting nearly twice the value from their AI deployments. By putting the right guardrails in place, you aren't just lowering your risk, you're actually giving your team the confidence to safely deploy hundreds or thousands of these digital workers to make your business faster, smarter, and way more efficient. It turns boring compliance into a massive competitive advantage.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought. Is your business genuinely ready to govern the agents of tomorrow? Before the 2026 agent sprawl truly takes over, take a hard look at your setup. Are you building a system today that can safely manage 150,000 lightning-fast digital employees tomorrow? It is a fascinating challenge, and I really hope this breakdown gives you the tools you need to start building your own AI control plane. Thanks so much for joining us, and keep asking those tough questions.